Okay, we need to talk about AI again because it has gotten to a point that I said it would get to. Fuck. And I wish, God, I wish I was popular because then we could put a stop to this back when I said we should put a stop to this. I made a video on AI a long time ago, actually, like back in like 20, I don't know, 17, 18. At the time, we were talking more about the AI robots and deep faking, which is like a subset of Photoshop in a sense. And then, of course, it turned into something way more serious where we were seeing videos that were just being made easily, but they looked really shit and obvious that they were fake, right? You could tell because like hands would like go inside an arm or something like that, or a cup would like materialize in someone's hand, their face would contort, all the stuff that AI hadn't learned yet. And at the time, all of the dumb people said, oh, well, as long as AI stays obvious, no problem. Sure. And then in like 3 years, it went from obviously fake, weird human movements. And about a year and a half ago, there were videos that fully looked human. The only way you could tell that it was fake was the color, because they often had like a glossy, like almost like a glossy filter on like the human beings' faces and bodies, right? So you could tell it was AI from that. Another one was the words wouldn't match the mouth perfectly, all those types of things. And again, people said, oh, it's getting better, but don't worry, we can still tell. And because people are fucking retarded, nobody thought it's gonna eventually get completely accurate, obviously. And I mean, even when it wasn't 100%, even when it was 60, 70% accurate, a lot of people couldn't tell, especially much older people who are going to be the primary victims of AI. But anyway, I made this video here and I covered multiple examples of things. I talked about AI robots, I talked about deepfakes, I talked about AI in music to quickly create songs, I talked about AI to create movies, I talked about AI in I talked about deep fakes and how it's used on porn. I talked about fake movies, fake shows, fake music. I talked about so many aspects of AI and deep faking. And of course, I made the video as a warning to how bad this is and how we really should not embrace it. And at this point, it's fully embraced. Completely embraced. I urge you to watch this video so you can get a good idea of what's happened. But anyway, we are now at the peak and it has gotten worse than ever. And I really don't want to go through showing you guys random AI videos. So I'm just going to show you this guy's video that I found on Facebook. And he talks about how it started, which is kind of like that Will Smith video, and how it progressed from that to 100% reality in just 3 years.
AI went from this to this in a couple of years. And we've just now crossed the line where seeing no longer means believing.
That's the truth. I mean, believe it or not, I was actually going to start this video because I had planned on making this video a couple months ago. And I was going to talk about Sora. Sora is an app designed specifically for making AI videos where anybody can be a creator. Which, side note, they're not. Literally all you're doing is typing in a prompt to Sora and it spits out a video for you. This is what passes as creativity in modern day. Hey, everybody, that's creativity now. And you know what? I guess it is, because it's literally passing as creativity. We've already seen some artists, used loosely, just typing in prompts to make AI music, both for the lyrics and the voice too. We see it being used to create TV shows, and even a few movies are entirely AI created. And all they did was type in the idea for the movie, couple lines, the plot, whatever, and boom, it spat out a movie. Welcome to modern day, where creativity has not just been dying for the last 30, 20 years, but now it's completely fucking dead. Everything, hey, actors, why train your entire life in taking acting lessons to become a big star in Hollywood if you'll be replaced by AI? Why learn why go through the process of getting a movie role and be replaced by AI. Why do anything? Why become a singer if anybody can become one? Why do any writing? Like if you're an author doing poetry, or if you're writing music, if AI can just do it for you. AI is not allowing creativity. Sora is not the birth of creativity. It's the death of it. But we've convinced stupid people that, hey, you're creative because you can create anything. Without realizing that you're not actually creating. The AI is fucking doing it for you. All you're doing is typing in a prompt. AI has destroyed everything. And even very obvious articles like this. 73% of Canadian students, I'm sure that's American as well, use AI tools, and almost half of them, although I'm pretty sure the reality is more than half, not less, say that their critical thinking skills have deteriorated since they started using it. A new survey finds. Oh, thank you. AI has destroyed creativity and abilities and people's ability for critical thinking skills. Gee, I wonder why. Maybe it's because nobody's using their critical thinking skills. Not only has AI removed the need for critical thinking, but it's even made it so that you can't be a critical thinker because AI is so realistic, there's no point even thinking if it's real or not. I've been talking for years, even before AI, about all the things just in our modern world that made it so that people are dumber, and because they're dumber, they're also slower. Common sense has gone away. Critical thinking has deteriorated. I've been saying this for years. I have an FTR. You should watch it. I have an FTR called The Worst Time in History. And at the end of this video, I showed examples of smart home technology that's making people dumb. I showed things like a smart water bottle, a smart juicer, a smart doorbell, a smart everything, a smart waffle maker, a smart this and that. Just random objects like kitchen appliances around your home that are all connected to a fucking app and have AI in them to do like shit for you because people are too goddamn stupid. And what a time. What a time for me to have made that video about smart home appliances making people dumb. Because compared to now, that was tame. It is wild to think that when I made that video, which I think is 2019 or 2018, it is wild to fucking think that that was tame compared to what we're seeing now. I said in that video, when talking about just smart home appliances, that alone will make people dumb, destroy attention span, destroy critical thinking, and destroy people's ability for common sense, which obviously is actually rare sense, because I've been saying that for over 15 years now. And that was then. Now it is so much worse. People are now dumber than ever, lazier than ever because they can be, dumber because they can be. All of this shit has destroyed all of your brains. AI was not something to ever be wanted and loved. It was the end of the world. You embraced it, and now look where we fucking are. Videos that look 100% real, not even the glossiness over the person to make it look fake, not the mismatched lips or anything. It's 100%. This is tricking tons of people my age, and Gen Z even. So what do you think is going to happen to your parents and grandparents when they're tricked, when AI is used for evil, because duh, and it's used for scam calls, used by people pretending to be the bank, used by people pretending to be the credit card company, and stealing off of everyone. Let's continue.
If a fake plane crash can look real, what happens when these tools are used to generate convincing body...
Oh, I'm sorry. I actually forgot what I was saying earlier. I think I went way off track. I was going to mention that a few months ago I was going to make a video on Sora. And I was going to say, you can tell that it is Sora because Sora has a watermark directly on the video. You can see it right here, and it goes around the screen, kind of like when you download a TikTok video. And even that is irrelevant. I was gonna say that just like a month ago, and even that's irrelevant now. You know why? Because I just learned 3 days ago about Sora 2. We've already made the sequel to this app. It's only been like 2 months, and we already have Sora 2. Holy shit. Remember the days when a sequel took a couple years? Now it's a couple weeks. And on Sora 2, it doesn't even leave a fucking watermark on the video so that you know it's fake.
Cam footage or security videos or even historical archives. A world where anything can be faked means everything must be questioned.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny you say everything must be questioned because that's not just a rule of AI. That's a rule of life. I've been saying for years that everything in general should be questioned. You should question things that your teacher says in school. You should question the media, question the government, question religion, question everything. Of course, no one does because most of you are dumb as fuck. But in general, in life, everything should be questioned. But now, it's not even a suggestion. It's a requirement. The internet is so fake. It's always been fake. But now it's more fake than ever because of AI that you have to question everything. Oh, there's a video of Donald Trump talking? What if it's AI? Oh, there's a news story. What if it's AI? Oh, that white guy killed somebody. What if it's AI? Oh, that black guy killed somebody. What if it's AI? Oh, a rape case, a murder case, a serial killer, a pedophile. What if they're AI? Oh, a YouTube video of a celebrity. What if it's AI? A celebrity died. What if it's AI? A cooking video. What if it's AI? Everything's fucking AI. And everyone thinks that they're a goddamn producer, editor, creative visionary because you typed in some words. Remember when creativity was the ability to get a piece of paper and draw? Write poetry, write music, draw a photo, take a camera and do photography? Art with crayons, pencils, markers, things that are in our physical fucking reality that you've all abandoned for this shit.
And that's not just a technical problem, that's a social one. Older generations are already struggling to tell what's real.
Yeah, never mind older generations. Even the younger generation is gonna have trouble with how AI is in its current state.
Online. The next generation, they're growing up in a world where reality is negotiable.
Reality is negotiable. Those are 3 words that should terrify the fuck out of you. And if it doesn't, you're probably already too far gone mentally anyway.
Imagine fake ads.
The Michael Jackson Sora, I've been seeing those everywhere, by the way. Like, they do it with living celebrities and even dead ones. Keep in mind, if AI can replicate a celebrity who is not even currently alive, imagine the accuracy it can get from everyone else. Because when a celebrity is dead, you can't even use current videos to train the AI. You see what I'm saying? Because AI has to be trained to, to process the information and make it accurate. But it's even doing it with dead celebrities. Imagine the accuracy when they're not dead.
Showing real celebrities endorsing products they've never touched. AI-generated press conferences, fake brand deals, or real videos being sold as fake to avoid justice. If anyone can make anyone say anything,
that is something that will be taken advantage. Well, it already is. But over time, it's going to get so much worse when people can make anyone say and do anything. You think politicians aren't going to use that to their advantage? You think the mainstream media is not going to use that to their advantage? Holy shit. The amount of delusion inside of you to actually think that they wouldn't do that is astounding. This is terrifying. Remember how bad it was when even just deep faking to put a random streamer's face on a porn video? I mentioned that in the video I mentioned earlier. That was happening a lot with just with deep fakes. But imagine AI, because you see with deep fakes, you have to put a person's face on an already existing porn video. So the person could find the original and say, hey, that's not me. But if it's AI, it's made from scratch. And you can't deny anything. This can be made to slander everyone in the world. And I'm not just talking about higher ups like the media and stuff. I'm talking about anybody. Oh, I don't like that YouTuber, so I'm going to make a fake video of them doing something horrible, killing, murdering, raping somebody with AI. A YouTuber that you don't like can be attacked. Your family, your friends. Literally everyone is now a potential victim of AI just because someone doesn't like you. They could release a fake video of you. Yes, you watching this video can have a fake video uploaded to the internet that you didn't even fucking make, but it looks real enough so that anybody can slander you. That's what you've all embraced.
Every platform becomes a playground of illusion. Trust becomes near impossible. And don't get me wrong, these AI video tools are incredible. They can make anyone a movie director.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. Listen, buddy, you were good for most of this video, but no. You're not a director, okay? Again, we've lost the plot on what these terms mean. Let me remind you, young people, I miss the day when words like artist, director, etc. actually had meaning. Because these used to be job titles that actually took skill for what you were doing. A painter wasn't somebody typing in a painting idea and spits it out in AI. A painter had to spend years of their life learning how to paint on paper. A photographer had to spend a ton of time not only learning how to take proper professional photographs, but spending the money on all of their camera equipment. A director had to learn and train for years on how to make movies, and then of course become famous through Hollywood. All of these used to be jobs that were respected because they took a lot of effort. You are not a painter, a photographer, a director, an actor because you typed something into AI and it spat it out for you. But that's what we're calling it now, right? That's what we're calling it now. Anybody can be Steven Spielberg. You know, fuck the fact that he spent his whole life directing big movies and had to actually learn and train and practice and do it over and over again and grow old and everything, do it his whole life. No, now I can just download Sora. Okay, make me a movie about dinosaurs that attack human beings. Oh, fuck Jurassic Park. I'm a director now. You know what?
But every technological leap has a cost, and this one's cost is certainty.
So much more than that, but go on.
Because from now on, every clip, every photo, every breaking story has to come with a question mark. We've officially entered a world where you can't even trust your own eyes. And that's not progress.
That's not progress. That's regression, and it's terrifying.
Power without proof. That can be abused, which means it likely will be. Well,
yeah, no shit. Well, it already is. So it's not about, well, what if it happens in a few months? It already fucking happened. We were saying what if 6 years ago, guys, in case you all forgot, because you always do. We were saying what if 6 years ago. Now it's 2025. There is no more what if. It already fucking happened.
Welcome to the age of illusion. AI.
Yeah, welcome to the age of illusion. Welcome to the age of so much more. Illusion, fakeness, slander, because that is what it will be used for. Abuse, lying, trickery, manipulation, brainwashing. You think the mainstream media is bad now? Been bad for the last 20, 30, 40 years? You have no idea the Pandora's box that all of you who have embraced AI have fucking opened. Because it's no longer about inaccurate, inhuman hand gestures that don't make any sense. Now, it's just as real as looking at your own hands. Buckle up, everybody, because the world is getting even worse.